Hey guys, here with another wrapping video. Today we're doing my front hood. But before that, I'm gonna try to take off the hood scoop trim right here. Once that's off, we're gonna go ahead and wash up the hood. Make sure it's nice and prepped up, ready for the vinyl sticker. Alright, so to reach the hood scoop trim piece, you're gonna want to remove the hood insulation right here. Should be a few of these rivets that need to be popped out, and that should give you access to the splitter hood scoop right there. Finally got the insulation from the hood off. Now we have these little nuts that need to come off. Once they're off, you have this little plastic plug here holding it, and that should be the last piece to pop this out. Should come right off after that. Alright, so there's a total of 9 rivets that need to be popped out in order to take the insulation off. Alright, we got the nuts off all these bolts. Next thing you want to do is with some needle nose pliers, go ahead and get these 2 white clips, push them in, and then after that you should be able to pop off the hood scoop. Let's try it out. Alright, so once you've popped off those 2 white clips, the hood scoop comes right off. Just gotta be careful not to hit your actual hood. There we go. There's the hood scoop. So once we've removed the hood scoop, next thing you want to do is remove the, or pop out the washer nozzles, like so. What you want to do is go from the bottom of the hood and in through here, follow the hoses, and with the needle nose pliers, these are the ones I used, work a little bit easier. Go in there and you want to grab the 2 tabs. Grab the 2 tabs on either end, squeeze those down, and the nozzle should just pop right out like so. Wasn't so lucky on the first attempt. Broke it. I wasn't paying attention to what I was grabbing to with the pliers. But, hopefully it's an easy fix. Now that most of the stuff on the hood is off, the hood scoop, the washer nozzles, now we have more of a flat surface to work with, which makes wrapping a lot easier. Next thing you want to do is prep the hood up, make sure give it a nice good wash before we apply any of the vinyl on there. Alright guys, got the hood all washed up, just need to dry. One thing I did want to add was if you have the stuff and you have the time, it'd probably be a good idea to clay bar the hood, since this is the front, and you know, the front is what takes up most of the hits, rock chips, bugs, tar, whatever it is, guys. It's probably a good idea to wax the hood. I'm sorry, clay bar the hood, to make sure, be 100% sure that there's no contaminants on it. Mine feels good so far. I don't really feel any bumps or anything. The pressure washer does a pretty good job getting it. Pressure washer does a pretty good job getting everything off. So just gonna dry it up. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the piece and start wrapping. Okay, so when you're drying the hood, I noticed several imperfections with this car. That's Subaru paint for you. But back to the point, guys. When you're drying up the hood, you want to make sure you get all the edges, the bottom parts, because this is, back here is the part where the vinyl has to stick to. That's where it has to wrap around. So you got to make sure, just with the microfiber cloth, clean it up, make sure there's no grime, nothing that'll get in the way. Look at that, it's dirty. There's nothing that gets in the way of the vinyl from sticking to the bottom side of the hood. Once that's done, guys, then go ahead and cut the piece, fit it up, line it on the hood, and start the wrapping. Alright guys, so apparently my memory card got full with me trying to wrap my hood last time. But there it is. Hood piece is on. I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is my second attempt. The first attempt came out just about as good as this. However, I did leave that washer nozzle here, and I thought I could probably cut around it and fit the vinyl in, you know, keep it nice and perfect, but I was wrong, and it cost me a whole sheet that could have gone to my rear bumper or something else. But like I said guys, I'm not a pro, and so the best thing you want to do guys is just remove the washer nozzles. That way you have a nice flat surface, and everything's a lot easier to do. So if you are wrapping your Subaru, do yourself a favor and pull the rubber hose that goes to the washer nozzle, pull it from here, from this little connector. That way you could just yank it up from the top, and then you have yourself one flat surface. The piece looks like this. See, this is the one that came off nice and easy. Just gotta pull it off from that connector. And this is the one that broke. The technique I use for this, for wrapping the hood, obviously it's better to have a second person. One person here to grab either end, and then the other person on the other side to grab the other ends, and just pretty much pull apart and place it downwards. The way I did it was I got this part centered, or flattened, I'm sorry. Got this part as flat as I could first, and then worked on either corner. So I worked in this corner, and then that corner, and then I gradually moved further down. Of course, once you have this flattened down, you're like around here. You want to make a cut in here so that way you can kind of pull this up, so that way you don't have to pull up from either ends in case you ever do get any creases or air bubbles in this area. So that way when you have the cut here, somewhere along these lines here, I don't know, somewhere there, that way you can just pull up here, stretch it out, and, you know, get whatever you need out, creases, bubbles, whatever it is. And then, yeah guys, just go ahead and move gradually down here. Ideally, you don't want to stretch it. You want to get it glassed out as much as you can. You know, just using your squeegee. But there will be parts where folds and creases will build up in one section. When I was doing this part, a lot of the folds were coming up in this area because I did all that, did that side, worked the middle, and then I worked over here. So there were a good number of folds here. That you just need to apply some heat, stretch it out, or stretch it out and then apply some heat. But yeah guys, just figure out which ways work best. That was my second time doing the hood, and it took a lot less time than the first time I did it. Just be sure to have another set of hands there to help you out. And also having another set of eyes just to see if there's any air bubbles or little folds or little tiny creases like right there. Just to try to get those out. But other than that guys, the wrap is coming out really good. I like it. There are a few imperfections that you can't really notice unless you put your face right in front of it, and then you'll probably be able to tell. But again guys, I'm not a professional.
I'm not a rapper. Super hot. I'm not a rapper.
I haven't really wrapped big components like this. I've only done small interior bits in my car. So I'm still learning as I go. And yeah, so far it's come out pretty good guys. I like it. Now the hood scoop, the actual hood scoop, I am considering wrapping matte black along with a few other pieces on my front bumper, just to change things up. I'm also going to do my mirror covers in a matte black vinyl. So if you could point me into the direction on how to remove the covers from my mirrors, because I couldn't really find much on it.